Good afternoon, dear students, and welcome to Orientation Program for Bcom and BBA students at AGARWAL VIDYA VIHAR English Medium College, Surat. I am Dr. Anil Maisuria, Assistant Professor in Statistics. I hope that you all are healthy and safe at your place. As we all are aware that due to current COVID-19 situation, Veer Narmad South Gujarat University has decided to conduct lectures through online mode. Our college will also conduct online lectures through various platforms. This orientation lecture is specially organized to guide you about how to attend online lectures, subject selection, as specially for SYBCOM students, and how to study for coming semester. Our college has started YouTube channel bcom.avvemc and bba.avvemc. We will be operating our entire teaching lectures through Google Classroom and YouTube channel. Now, I would request our faculty Nandis Upadhyay sir to guide you on how to use Google Classroom.
Greetings for the day, students. I, Professor Nandis Upadhyay, will explain you how you will use and utilize the Google Classroom, and it is compulsory for all of you to join in Google Classroom so that you will be notified for the upcoming all the events from the college. So to enroll in Google Classroom, if you are using your PC or desktop, you just need to go to the web browser. In that, you need to write or type Google Classroom. If you are already logged in through the Gmail, then in utilities, scroll it down and you will get the Google Classroom as an option and the link. So I'm just entering the Google Classroom here. Yes, by clicking on the second link which is given to you, Google Classroom, you will have the screen like this. In this particular screen, you will have one option. So you need to join the class by going there. They will ask you the class code, which is already sent to you through the SMS from the college. So I'm having one. So as a student, I have joined in the class. And this is my classroom is. So I'll get three options: stream and classwork. So whatsoever the new assignment material quiz which will be circulated by the faculties, I can see into the stream and in the classwork. Even if the quiz and classroom assignment and the material is passed on to you, that will remain and stay in classwork even. So these are the options which I need to explore and which I can utilize and use. So whatsoever the new notices, whatsoever the new notifications, whatsoever the new messages which will be passed on to you, you can see in the stream and in classwork.
Thank you, Nandi sir, for providing guidance on Google Classroom. Dear students, we will be providing you Google form for subject selection of SYBCOM, which you need to fill and submit latest by 23rd June 2020. Now, I would request our faculty, Shivangi ma'am, to guide you on subject selection for SYBCOM students.
A very good afternoon to one and all. AGARWAL VIDYA VIHAR English Medium College is probably one of those colleges which provides a number of options for subject selection, which not only suits the interest of each student, but also helps them gain specialization in the respective area. Today, we shall be giving a brief idea about the two principal subjects and the subsidiary subject that a student will have to select along with the same. For second year BCom students, one will have to select one of the two categories of the principal subjects as shown above. That can be one category of banking, paper 1 and paper 2, or the other category of accountancy, that would be advanced accounting and auditing paper 1 and paper 2, commonly also known as cost accounting and corporate accounting. Students having keen interest in the area of banking and who wish to seek banking as a profession in future may opt for the 2 papers of banking as their principal subject. To give a better idea, I would also like to give an overview of some of the contents covered in each of the paper. Talking about banking paper 1 for semester 3, it shall cover topics such as who shall be a banker, who shall be a customer, the different kind of relationships that are observed between a banker and a customer, could be a general relationship, could be a legal relationship, or a special relationship. The different roles, rights, duties that a banker has to observe, garnishee order, negotiable instruments and its types, to name a few, a check, promissory note, bill of exchange. There would be wide topics covered under electronic banking, internet banking in the banks, namely topics pertaining to RTGS, NEFT, net banking, core banking, etc. The other ethical practices that a bank would have to perform. Moving further, for banking paper 2 in semester 3, the topics are broadly divided into 4 parts, such as employment of banks' funds, the lending policies that banks will have to observe, and where would the bank employ its funds in forms of loans and advances. Creation of charges such as hypothecation, mortgage, pledge, etc. The type of loans and advances provided by banks, namely secured and unsecured, the risk factor involved in the unsecured loans, and the guarantees to be given thereafter. For second year BCom semester 4, again, the syllabus contents for banking paper 3 would be payment of customers' checks, collection of customers' check by the paying banker and the collecting banker, the precautions that a bank will have to observe along with the same, the principles of sound lending, the type of securities that a bank will have to accept, creation of charge over securities, again to name a few, could be mortgage, hypothecation, lien, pledge, etc. While for banking paper 4 in second year BCom semester 4, the topics could be importance of customer's balance sheet to a lending banker, that is, a banker will have to analyze the assets and the liabilities of the customer before a loan is granted. Advances to priority sectors, it could be development banking and industrial finance, while drafting sample of forms for loans to file a complaint or to carry on any kind of inquiry. Now, those students who have decided or will decide to select banking as their principal subject will also have to opt for one of the following subsidiary subject, that is, could either be advanced accounting and auditing paper 1, also known as cost accounting, or one can also go for another subsidiary subject, namely management paper 1. Now I request CA Poojan Kapadia sir to give you an overview about the subjects of accountancy.
Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me. I, CA Poojan Kapadia, feel privileged to guide you on the topic regarding the scope of the subject, advanced accounting and auditing, as well as the content of the subject. Before going to the content, I would like you to know the scope of the principal subject of advanced accounting and auditing. Like, what can you do after having the knowledge of this subject in these 2 years? Firstly, as you can see on this slide, you can serve in any chartered accountancy firm and you can act as the audit expert in any of the areas. Secondly, you can go and work out as a cost accountant under any cost accountancy firm, and you can also be working as a budgeting expert. You know, in this COVID crisis, there is a high need to budget all the expenses, and your knowledge is definitely going to be useful in that particular arena. Thirdly, in these days, many countries are dependent for the accounting work on our country, as a result of which you can gain the knowledge of the subject and provide outsourcing accounting work to the different countries around the globe. Lastly, you can also act as the top level managers and decision makers, because the content of the TYBCOM accountancy basically focus on the topic of decision making, which is really going to be helpful in your near future. I'm going to talk about the subject Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 1, that will be in your odd semester, and Paper 3, which will be in your even semester. In odd semester, we are going to have the topic like what is cost accounting, the introduction and different aspects of the cost accounting. Secondly, you are going to study something about material costing, like raw material costing. Third will be basically your labor costing, where you're going to study how much wages to be given, how much incentives are to be given, and etc. Next, you are going to study overhead costing. As we hear these days that overhead cost is increasing day by day. So how we are going to control the same will be taught to you in this heading. And lastly, you are going to learn unit costing, in which you are going to learn how to calculate the cost of a product. In event sem, we are going to have certain topics like job costing and batch costing. Next is contract costing. For example, you are studying something, a construction project, then how we are going to cost the particular project will be covered under this topic. Third is operating costing, in which we are going to focus morely on the service sectors. Then comes the process costing, and last is standard costing. Standard costing basically talks about whether your actual performance is going as per the standard or not. Then we are going to find out the reasons for this same. Now you'll ask, sir, topics are much enough, but why it is important for us? Now I am aware that many of you are pursuing some professional courses. Now if you take Chartered Accountancy course, the second level, that is IPCC, your entire paper 3, the syllabus of the same is same as it is mentioned over here. So you need to study once and gain its benefit for 2 times. Moving ahead, your second subject is Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 2 and Paper 4. This is basically known as Corporate Accountancy. The syllabus in the odd semester is going to be regarding what are the contents of the Companies Act 2013. Next is liquidation of a company, which basically focuses upon if a company liquidates, that is, it is closing up, then how we are going to settle the accounts of the same. Third and bit interesting topic is about accounting for stockholders, stockbrokers. The share market is the new arena of this age, and we are going to learn how to account the books of stockbrokers. And the last topics are amalgamation and absorption. It basically talks about if two businesses are merged, then how to account that merging. And absorption is when a big company takes over another small company, then how we are going to record that in our books of accounts. The syllabus of event semester basically focusing upon internal reorganization, that is certain changes that takes place within a company, how to account for the same. Second, again, the most important thing in this arena is accounting for real estate developers. Third is issue of bonus shares and its accounting. Fourth is redeemable preference shares and its accounting. And last one, which is your favorite being an account student, is going to be final accounts, that is specifically mentioned in Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. Again, you'll ask, sir, what is our benefit in the same? So the people who are going for Chartered Accountancy course, again, the same syllabus is there in your Paper 1 Module 2 and Paper 5 Module 2. I hope the content and clarity is clear about this subject. Now the next thing comes is, if we are opting for specialization in advanced accounting and auditing, then what are the subsidiary subjects that we are supposed to choose? Then you are having here 2 options. Either you can go for banking paper 1 or you can go for statistics. It is your choice what you want to go. So that's all from my side. I hope you all to see soon on the digital platform and enjoy the e-learning offered by our college. Thank you.